I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. From the smallest task to the most difficult decision, God grant me the strength to fulfill my assignment.
In the midst of all things and all seasons, I remember God said, I know the plans I have for you. Plans for good, not for evil.
Lord, I trust you to extract purpose from my trials, triumphs, and every ordinary or overlooked occurrence in between. You are faithful to cause all things to work together for my good and your glory.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Ariel. I'm coming in with you to have a bonus episode. I wanted to share my 35th birthday with you guys. Even though we're only a couple days in, the journey to get to 35 has been a thing, okay? It has been a thing. But we're here and God is in it so much. So leading up to my 35th birthday, I had zero expectation. I'm a birthday girl. Baby, we gonna celebrate all month. I'm gonna plan it out. And for the last couple of years, God has had me still. I have not had any big plans. My plans are weeks before. I'm not planning months ahead because I don't know what life is gonna look like each time. So this year was no different. And this year, my people came through. My husband, my friends, they did something for my soul that I really didn't even know I needed. So this year was about honoring me and honoring what I felt would fill my cup. So for the last couple years, I've been in what I like to call my unbecoming season. So, starting around 2022, therapy for me initiated a journey that was like no other for me. My therapist asked me what should have been a simple question. She asked me, Ariel, what do you need? I had just become a new mom to a child that I have prayed and warred for about 7 years. And I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling lost and confused. And I was angry. I was angry with everyone around me. And she was like, but what do you need? And I couldn't answer that question. I didn't know what I needed. And she was like, let me rephrase it then. What fills your cup and what brings Ariel joy? Y'all, I couldn't answer the question. And that made me more frustrated. I'm going to just keep it real. It made me more frustrated that I felt like she was trying to trap me up and I didn't know how to answer the question. And so I had to sit with God with that. I came home distraught. But what I realized in my time with God, I was expecting something from someone, a lot of someone's, but I didn't know myself what I needed. So what was I really expecting? I also realized that I don't know Ariel. I didn't know myself. So often we want to, they're not meeting my need. This is not needed. I need this. I need that. But do we really know what we need? So I went on this journey with God. And I call it my unbecoming journey because I've said it several times before, but the world preaches becoming, but we glorify it. But nobody wants to talk about the middle. Nobody wants to talk about what it really takes to get to the becoming. It's ugly. It's messy. It's a middle. And I had to unbecome so many things that weren't truly me. They weren't who God created me to be, or they were survival habits that worked for me in the time for whatever reason. It served me well, but it wasn't serving me well anymore. And so, yeah, we went on this journey, and it was very isolating, and it was very breaking. Shout out to Freedom Academy and Work from Worth and Mercy Multiplied, which is keys to freedom. Yes, I've been doing a lot of work, y'all. But in the midst of all of this, I had to make some uncomfortable decisions. God had me have conversations with certain people and not giving conversations to other people. And I didn't understand it a lot of times. He just pulled me into, I call it my little island. I was on an island by myself. Me and him, figuring it out, getting to the roots of some things. And as they taught me in Freedom Academy, we as people want to rush out of Saturday, where we grieve, where it hurts, where it's ugly. We want to skip over Saturday and get to the resurrection. And God said, no, not this time. You're going to have to sit here with me. But sitting there with him, I learned what Ariel loves. My hobbies and my joys used to be all connecting to proving my worth, to looking for validation in people, to being who everyone needed, fixing everyone's problems, showing up and not using my no, and working from a place of demand instead of desire. It's been a journey, but I remember talking to so many of my friends, because everybody kept asking me, how does it feel to almost be 35? And I was basking in the thought of simply, as I entered 35, if you would have asked me a year, 2, 3 years ago what 35 looked like for me, I would have been on somebody island, somebody beach with a group of my people turning up. It would have been big. It would have been lavish. It would have been dramatic. Okay? Dotting every I, crossing every T, making sure everybody having the time of their life. Okay? And I would have been exhausted. And there's nothing wrong with that idea. There's nothing wrong with having those times. Don't get me wrong. But it was no longer what I desired. I sat basking in the fact that this birthday, I desired simplicity. I desired for my cup to be filled. And God told me that this year you're going to sit in receiving everything you have given. And I didn't quite know what that meant. He's been preparing me for this for a while. And I didn't quite know what it meant. But y'all, for my 35th birthday, I was honored to know what I wanted. I was honored to know who I am. I was honored to know how God created me with limits, how he created me with this out-of-box thinking that is not a flaw, how he created me. I am not your 9-to-5 girl, and I will never be. I wasn't created to be. It's just an honor to know what I want to do in life, where God has called me, and there are pieces being revealed every time I continue to say yes to him. I don't have the whole plan mapped out for the rest of my life, but what I do know is I continue to say yes, and God continues to blow my mind. Continues to blow my mind. And so for my 35th birthday, my husband gave me a birthday dinner. It was small, it was intimate, but it was everything my heart desired and everything I wanted and didn't even know I needed. And so it was in my home, and we gathered, and y'all, we laughed, we cried. They shared words with me that I didn't know I needed to hear. I ended that night full. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna cry. Full for so many reasons. But full because I used to leave dinners and parties and my cup was drained. I had fun, but now I needed days to bounce back. I noticed something after that dinner. I wasn't drained. My cup was full. And I could do nothing but bask and think about all the moments of laughter. The good food we ate from my friend, Chef Tyler. And my heart has still been full. And I shared with them a same story of like, y'all, if y'all would have asked me what 35 was going to look like just a year ago, this would not have been it. But it showed me how important it is to consult with God on every little thing. God knows what we need more than we know what we need. But truth of the matter is, we can't know what we need until we know who we are. Till we undo the parts of us and let God speak to us about who we are, who He created us to be, how He created us to think and move, and what fills our cup. Then we can know what we need, and then we can honor what we need in every season. And be okay with every season your needs shifting. What you needed in one season and what served you in one season may not serve you in the next. And so I am still celebrating. I am still celebrating the goodness of 35, the year I start becoming. And y'all gonna be able to see it right in front of your eyes. And it's gonna be like, whoa. Because every time I say yes again and do all the things, it's like, whoa. But what I've also learned in 35 is God gives you people. He gives you people who are your discern, that's not what I'm trying to say. Who are your sounding boards, who walk with you as you put all the pieces to the yes together. And those may change with every yes. And then trust His timing. There is a season and a time that everything is released. Everything blooms and everything blossoms. As I was entering my 33rd birthday, when we were entering a new level of unbecoming, God has always spoken to me in plants in this journey. And He revealed to me that look around at all the plants around your home, your home. And then not necessarily in my home, they were outside. And I have some that we have cut down and not grown back. And now 5 years later, they're growing and blooming like they never have before. Some I've planted and they have blossomed. Some me and my mom planted have never came back. They are dead. And then there are some that just take different seasons. And so in that, there are some things in your life that you know, but that will take years to bloom. Some will just bloom in different seasons and be idle in others. Some you have planted and they won't produce. And then there are others that the seed has been planted and they are flourishing. But none of them should be given up on. It's just all about trusting God's timing. Nurturing the things He says nurture in every season. Some seasons are a time of rest. Some are isolation. Some are a everything season. And some is a one or another season. But in every season, make sure you're seeking God about every step, about every word, about every emotion. It's just the beginning, y'all. And I'm going to share some pictures of the holy moment that God gave me for my birthday. And He ain't done yet. I have still had, I'm a 90s baby, so Freaky Friday was my jam. Okay, that was my show, my movie. And I had the honor for another friend, my sister, taking me opening day, okay, to see Freakier Friday. Loved it. And then another friend was able to take me to a plant and coffee shop. And y'all, it was so much fun. Even though we had little help and guidance. Laughter. I am learning that laughter is so good for my soul. It is an honor to laugh. And I love it. And so I have some more events planned. Some more family events. Some more gatherings with friends. One thing I really love that I have become okay with. There was once a time in my life where I felt like I had to gather all of my friends in one room for one event. Or I was trifling. But what I've learned now is it's okay to celebrate me in different settings with different people, and everyone doesn't have to be gathered in one place. It doesn't mean anything less. It is all still a sacred, beautiful moment to be celebrated. And so, that's it, y'all. I think that's all I got. I am so excited about season 2. I am so excited to share our hearts, to be more connected to you guys, and for you to learn more about us as we learn more about y'all. Because y'all, we a hoot. I'm just going to talk about myself. I'm a hoot, okay? I am a hoot. But we're going to laugh. We're going to have a good time. And I thank God for the journey He's taken me on to get to a place to be my most authentic self in every setting, in every place. I ain't all the way there yet. I'm not acting like I'm perfect, but I have come to the place where I have a joy that only God can give. And when you experience that joy, it's no going back. Like, y'all, I have had some wild moments. I thought I was done. I have had some wild moments in the last couple weeks. I had a bug in my ear. Yes, I said it. A bug in my ear. Had to go to ENT and get that out. And your girl lost mine. I remember when I lost my mind. Because, baby, I lost my mind. Okay? I lost it. I have a nut allergy. EpiPen, everything. And I am so good about my nut allergy, y'all. Ate a graham cracker cookie, or what I thought was a graham cracker cookie. Small little cookie that was made with cashew. Since when we start doing that, y'all? I know we come up with a lot of alternatives. I'm used to the flour, almond flour. I'm used to gluten-free. But, like, the nut alternatives that we starting, now I know. So I ate the cookie. And I will say it was fine. Going down. And immediately, I said, something ain't right. Something is off. So here come ER. Here I come. Yeah. Time in the ER. Throat was starting to close because I did not have my EpiPen. My baby was at gymnastics. Did not have my EpiPen. Just had gotten a new one and had not put it in the car. So for those of you who have nut allergies or any kind of allergies and you have an EpiPen, make sure you go ahead and double check that you have those pens where they are needed. Because I did. ER, here we go. And so that is just like the humorous things that have been coming at me since the week of 35. And they have not stopped. There are so many things in between. But even though they come, I know what is a distraction. I know what is trying to weigh me down. And the joy that I have is like, God got me. And I'm going to keep saying yes. I'm going to keep saying yes because the joy of what I know God is doing. And even when I don't know, I still trust Him. There was a time where I had to admit to myself that I didn't trust Him. And honestly, I was kind of pissed off that I needed Him. That's a whole nother story, y'all. Y'all find out in coming things. But, yeah. So, keep your girl covered, as I will keep you covered. The journey is here of the becoming. And I am thankful for everybody that has been a part of this journey. I am thankful for the next and all the in between. And I'm glad that you get to be a part of it. I'll see y'all for season 2, episode 2, coming at the end of the month. Love you guys. Bye.